Welcome back to the channel where I tell you what trades I'm taking and what I'm expecting next. Without further ado, let's dive straight into where we left off and what I'm doing currently as of now. So, in the previous video, we were speaking about two different support levels. We were coming into a local scalp position here. I did not take this long trade. However, it did turn to be a very, very profitable trade. As you can see, we had the fake out of the lows and a push up. So that was exactly what we were talking about. Fake out of the lows, push up. Okay. Now, I didn't take that trade. I'm now instead in a short trade right now. So I'm in a scalp short. Hopefully I can turn this into a swing short to hit those lower targets around $87,000. So just so you guys can see that, this is my position here. It's not terribly big or anything. It's $30,000 worth short trade on Bitcoin. Ideally, I would like to see around the 87, 88 mark be hit. However, depending on how price action goes forward, I will determine if I close this prematurely, etc. Okay. Right now, my validation is just up the highs here. That's just a emergency invalidation. I'm watching it in the live moment. So if I feel that price is reversing very heavily and I'm not liking it, I will just enter or exit manually. All right. So without further ado, let's dive into what I'm doing right now. Actually, that's what I'm doing right now, but what I'm expecting going forward. Okay. So we jump straight over to the order flow. What we saw was during this phase, as we were coming, we made that local low, which that local low was right over here. Okay. What we saw at that point was nothing much in the order flow. So we just saw a lot of longs getting closed here. So they were just selling. That's over here. You can see. Then we sort of ranged here for a bit. Nothing much happened. You can see the price action was very bare bones. Then we saw a lot of shorts enter the market. So these shorts enter the market and then we faked out of the low and we've bounced back up. Okay, so we'll just zoom in on that, what that actually looked like so you can see. So we had the fake out of the low, we're gonna bounce back in, chop around a bit. And then what we saw was this massive short squeeze. I would say it's decently massive because it was, how much was it? 5%, right? So short squeeze, because what you saw was open interest decreasing as CVD was going up. So that you can see here, $13 million of shorts closed. So that was very large. You can add all that up. It was probably around that amount that pushed it up. And then from there, you have people trying to short, and then you had a final blow here that put it to the top. And then you had people try to short the top, which actually turned out to be profitable if they're still in that trade. Then throughout here, you've seen price do a corrective pattern. You've got open interest going up. You got shorts in, you got a few shorts here too. You've also got longs closing too. So, and shorts closing. So you can see there's just a mixture of stuff happening here. Right now we have a lot of shorts enter the market and that's fine right now. Like that doesn't mean it's just going to reverse on you straight away because there's shorts in the market. Like obviously what's my trade in right now? So I'm one of those shorts that entered in that candle. Right? So yes, we could reverse something, but I'm going to be holding this for a little longer. My validation's higher. Just because you see a short at the level you're shorting doesn't mean it's going to be a bad short. So for example, people were shorting at this high. Is that a bad short? Absolutely not. It was decently valid. I wasn't there for it. I didn't take it. Did we see a lot of longs at the lows here? Well, we didn't really see that many. We did see a lot of shorts enter right at the low at support. So that's different to the context that's here. You're taking a short at a high pivot, right? So your context is different. You're not shorting the lows, if that makes sense. So you're shorting, you've had the VWAP touch. You're shorting at this level here now. So it's a little bit different opposed to just shorting like at support. Does that make sense? So, you're coming into a low point at a daily. You're shorting that as people are going short. There are people short here, but not as many. And then the fact is you're at resistance anyway. So like the context is just different for the position. Yeah, absolutely it could reverse something. And it might even go and have a little reversal sign here because you got momentum might swish around for a bit. You got this coming up. That might push us back up there. We'll see. Based off that, we might form some sort of triangle like this, and then we'll see if we break down. Hopefully we break down. That would be my base case for what I'm expecting because I would like to be in that good trade, okay? To hit those lower targets. That being said, it's a small portion of my portfolio. I'm not too fussed if we don't hit it. Now, what I want to go over now is the current outlook as to what I'm seeing, okay? What we can see is we formed this almost like a bear flag, bull flag here, you can see. Actually, I think it's a bear flag. So, price goes up like this and you expect it to go down and up and eventually resume to the downside. So these patterns have been observed like at phases like this. So you can see it does this, then it goes up to the final hit and then it goes down. So is that a fractal we're playing out right now? Who knows? Who really knows at this point? But I just mark out my levels of what I think is going to be valuable because to me, that's the most important thing. So we can take away this daily now. I don't need that. So again, let's just highlight what seems to be of value here. We are trading within this value area region, right? So we're bouncing off the value area high in POC. We've got our targets down lower. Ideally, that I want to see hit. That's why I'm in a short trade. And my validation for this trade is if we go above it. That's why my stop loss is approximately right at the top here. So if we go above there, then I'm invalidated. That being said, if we start pushing up higher drastically from here, then I'm going to just exit manually. Okay? For me, the confirmation of this trade to be very, very solid would be the breakdown at this level here, because that's been a very key level you can see. So ideally, we want to see price swish through this and then come down, and then that's another point. You could compound a short. However, I wouldn't compound it because I'm already in it and I don't want to do that. So that's what I'm looking at now. So the targets, as we've highlighted in the previous videos, have been at this level down here. So if we want to hide that, you've just got that in this zone. Okay, make that a bit green so we can see it all. So it just looks like this. You can see, you know, $85,000 to $86,000 is what we're looking at. We do have a local level of support coming in just over here, and we've got resistance coming in just above over here. So that's really what I'm seeing. Look, and even as you can see now, my profit is going down here. Yeah, so we'll just take it as it comes and see what happens. So really, that's what I'm looking at, guys. Nothing else is really happening. There have been a few scalp trades to take within here. I think I did take a scalp trade somewhere in here, actually. Yeah, there's a scalp trade I took in here where we came into our very big POC level. I took a short around this level and wrote it down to these lows as we were looking at. I think I even have it visible that you can see. So yeah, it was a very, very small scalp. So you can see here, I entered at this candle, took my TP1 and wrote it down a bit lower. So it's a scalp trade. So in total, the profits were about 1%. And then you can see I got stopped out for the rest of it because I had a trailing stop loss. So in total, I think I made, what did I make? I think I averaged it around here. So it was probably a 0.7 move, not even 1%. But that's why it's a scalp trade, okay? So I really haven't been taking many trades here. This is the derivative market. In spot trades, I did take a spot trade somewhere around here, but you can't see in this chart. So in that perpetual short right now, ideally I want to see lower, so we'll have to take it as it comes, but that's my honest opinions right now. So anything else I want to say? I just really want to see lower hit, but if that doesn't happen, that's okay. And as for the volume, let's have a look at this. So we were speaking about coming from the very much decisive waves to the indecision waves. So now we're seeing that one start to form, which actually is quite good. So, you know, it is starting to look a little bit, you know, like it might want to roll over, but we'll have to see. You've also got it contracting here a bit. So it's starting to contract a bit. So we might have that full life and then breakdown. That's what I want to see personally. Okay. So you've got the downtrend pivots that are valid here, here. So that one, so this one is pretty solid because this one has showed that prices rejected, and then it came up very much near it. So if we just want to look at that a bit closer, we can see value area high, VWAP high, you've got momentum starting to shift. And then locally, what does this look like? Locally, you can see most of the volumes in this region. You got volume here. So yeah, for me, I'm more bearish, to be honest with you guys. I really am. Like just this whole region, it just looks more bearish to me. And then that's why this level is going to be so big to claim, because you got that, or to break through. So if we can break through that, then it really adds that downside target down there. So yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. I'm pretty sure that's clear enough. So yeah, anyway guys, links are in description for my channel. There was the Me partnership that we did, and then all the different Bybit and WEEX exchange links you can use for trading bonuses, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, make sure to follow the socials, Telegram group, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Twitter is a bit of rage bait posting, but come to the YouTube channel to find the valuable stuff, okay? So yeah, other than that, like that's all I have to say. So catch you guys in the next update.